How do we keep from hating each other living in such small quarters? So it's time to move again. Today we have a short hop from last night's random rolly anchor drop spot to the southwest coastline of Eleuthera, a little spot called Davis Harbor near the town of Wemyss Bight. Another day and another place to call home. We're gonna back down on the anchor. That helps to set it and make it solid. I put the snubbers on. And Nancy's gonna apply about 2200 RPMs on the engine to help dig that anchor in. I'm ready to go spear a fish, have some food. We're gonna catch up with you at dinner and talk a little bit more about, I guess, nomadic lifestyle. We'll see in a minute. I just got 2 of those famous Eleuthera lobsters. Check these out. These are spiny lobsters. They're not like Maine lobsters typically you get in America that have the big claws. These, their only defense are their spines. They have spines all over. So I've already taken the head off of the smaller one. We're gonna grill them tonight. We're gonna grill lobster. It's gonna be good. Maybe put one in the freezer. We'll see. You know, part of the difficulties of always being on the run is not having all the conveniences right at your fingertips. So twice now over the last few weeks, we tried to fill up our second propane tank. It was either the wrong day or they didn't have the propane truck at that town, and it has to come in by boat. So, you know, that's difficult. We ran out of propane today. So this is the nice little Coleman stove. So Nancy cooked up some corn on the stove. I've got some onions and celery, a little bit of paprika and butter. There we go. So we got the nice knuckle meats here, and we've got all, this is one tail. I put the other tail in the freezer. But I do have a question for you, Nancy.
Okay. How
do we know where to go and when to move?
Gosh, I think the #1 thing that we've learned about being on the move or needing to travel is just weather. I think the weather has really become a big part of what we do. Like for this 6 months, we're going to go in this region based on really hurricane season and winter storm patterns. Yeah. It's kind of big picture. And then even smaller picture, I'd say we have some priorities of what motivates us to move. One of those top priorities, I'd say probably #2 on the list is friends and family, being able to see the people we love to hang around with. Wouldn't you say? Yeah, I think that's, especially this season here in the Bahamas, it's really dictated. We're going to wait for our friends. We're going to stay here and wait. Then we're going to move here because that's where the friends are going. And so we've done a lot of that, and it really brings up that happiness factor for me, especially, and I believe for Olivia. So. And for me too. And so this move that we're making here, yes, there is a front coming, and the anchorage that we're going to is a better fit for the weather. But we do have 2 sets of friends there. One set of friends we met in Georgetown. We're excited to go see them. They have a daughter about Olivia's age, and so they really hit it off in Georgetown. So connecting back with them is going to be fantastic. And we're also meeting up with an old friend that you've seen on our videos, and so he'll be here later in the week, and we're going to get to hang out with him as well. So it's cool. Yeah, definitely great to see friends. And fishing. We make decisions based on where we can get good food. Yeah. Which is why we are here tonight and we found lobster, but that's a little lower on the totem pole of priorities. We have moments, I say we have periods of where we're by ourselves and we do like work routines,
We do fun family explorations. And then we have periods where we're surrounded by friends and the social activity is just every day, all the time, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think it's healthy to have a good balance. I told Matt, I was like, you know, we've been on the move. We've been trying to, you know, make all these moves, getting here, get there. We've got all of these weather plans and da-da-da. But I felt like, you know, sometimes we get tired of just being by ourselves. This is a small boat, people. So
it's a small boat, people. So how do you keep from, like, one last question before we wrap up for tonight. Got the celery and onions starting out, the lobster.
Delicious.
We got butter, lemon juice, and celery and onions, garlic, paprika. How do we keep from hating each other living in such small quarters? What do you say?
About once a week, Olivia and I take Matt out to the bow and we just push him overboard. No, I'm just teasing. No, we are very thoughtful about having time for yourself. And I think that that has been the biggest takeaway about living in this tiny home is about, you know, Matt takes Olivia out on dates, Matt takes me out on dates, I take Olivia out on dates so that one person can just be at home, because this is home. So one person can just be at home by yourself, enjoying the space, watching what you want to watch, listening to what you want to listen to, cooking what you want to cook, you know, or just enjoying the view by yourself. And I think that that's, it's healthy. It's healthy for the people getting off the boat together to have that connection, and it's healthy for whoever's staying behind with little Miss Mocha.
Yeah, definitely. And I would only add one more thing to that is we get off the boat as much as we can. So we take time apart, but then we don't stay on the boat 24/7. Whereas, you know, we had a house in the suburbs.
Yeah.
You come home for work, you go home. You might go out to eat, you might go shopping and spend money, but you pretty much, that was your routine, right?
Yeah.
That was your domicile. This is more of like home/vehicle. We get out, we're outside all the time. We're going for hikes. You know, going to groceries is not just a 10-minute around the corner. It's a half day, a family event.
It's an adventure.
It's an adventure. We go for walks. So that makes it to where it doesn't feel like we're living in a 39-foot home. So Nancy and I decided we would scope out Davis Harbor while Olivia knocked out some schoolwork. And I returned a day later to go in for propane and fuel and found the best fishing lure yet. So we went up to the marina and Captain Miller has a dive shop. So we're gonna go see if we have the lures that we need. And then we also were able to fill up our propane tank here. Very nice, friendly folks here in Wemyss Bight.
Take your time, my dear.
Video of the shot.
Don't stop the grind and do what you gotta do.
Alright, so Captain Miller has a great dive shop here. It has good gear and equipment. We're upgrading the lure box since we've lost so many lures lately. And we've got this bad boy. He says we can catch anything with it, so we'll see what we can do. I've never fished with something this big. So, we'll see how it goes. And that pretty much wrapped up our time in Davis Harbor area. Now on to new adventures and locations with a great day of sailing. And we have electrical problems in a gorgeous town to share with you. But that story will have to wait until next time. Thanks for watching. You look over and you're like dancing in front of the time lapse, making faces. So I can't.
That's pretty fun.
I haven't seen it yet. I can't wait. Put that on the video too.